Welcome to the Urban Cowgirl Show. Today is a session with Sadie and Eve. I have Eve here with a neck strap and a halter behind the camera. I'm going to explain what I realized yesterday, and we're going to start doing it off camera, but just give you a little introduction. Freestyle is great, especially with more than one horse, when they understand that their job is to stay together and to have confidence in their human leader. Well, if we could get Sadie and her mom Eve to understand that when we walk around here in this simulated farm pasture with all of their harness stuff on, and then maybe even pulling stuff, that their job is to stay together. So it's autumn here in Santa Cruz. It's nice weather. We've got a neck strap, just a piece of nylon neck strap around Sadie. Anielle has an arm extension with a real slack lead line. She's going to walk around asking Sadie to do a lot of direction change. Direction change keeps their focus, makes them realize they have a job. If she's doing well, I'm going to leave the camera here. We're going to stay by the camera because we do not have the mics on again today. I'm going to walk with her, next to her, as best I can. And we're going to let Sadie and Eve know that they're giving us the right answer when they stay together and parallel. And when they don't, it's not enough just to correct them. It's also important to let them know, say whatever you need to say to let them know they're giving you the wrong answer. Like, for example, we like to use ah, okay? Really important for them to know that. And it gets so that they want to please you, and they will understand what the right answer is, and they'll do it without somebody at the head. Okay, go ahead, walk around here, changing direction a lot. Good, and you see how she used her arm extension behind her. Okay, change direction a lot. Serpentine. G and ha. G is right, ha is left. I see you had to lift your right hand. Okay. Good, good, good. The more you change direction, the more focus they'll have to give you the right answer. And visual blocks, of course, with your fingers, with your arm extension. Okay, now what I'd like you to do, okay, let loose of the lead line. Stand exactly in the same position, because we're doing a join up. And if you need to apply pressure, because she's not giving you the right answer, well then, use the neck strap or the loop of the halter. Okay? Same drill. Okay, you can use the halter at first because they're used to that pressure across their nose, but we really want to get the right answer associated with the neck strap. And we've done this with them in the past, but not here, in this pasture where they're being asked to do some farming maneuvers. Yeah, she doesn't understand yet. She's not running away, and if she does, this is enclosed entirely by perimeter fence, so we're not worried. That neck strap might fall off her neck, but we're not worried. Good, good. See, she has to realize that the right answer, the work that she's doing now, is just to stay with Anielle. She's looking good, she's looking good. Yes, neck strap pressure. And keep going if you can. And if she's giving you the wrong answer, some kind of verbal cue that she understands is, uh-oh, that's the wrong answer. Good? Good. Keep your peripheral vision on her. Try to look where you're going. Very nice. Now I'm going to try to go out there, come a little closer so that if we have something to say, it can be heard on the camera, and do a parallel maneuver with you. You're going to do the G and Ha requests, and me and Eve are going to do it with you in parallel if we can. And then we're going to practice a ton when we're off camera. First, I'll use my lead line. Okay. Go ahead, do what you were doing. As we're going towards the camera, take the lead line off. Now try to stay parallel. And then we'll get to the camera and we'll hoe. Ho. Okay, Eve is doing pretty good, but I don't have her off the line yet. I'm going to do that now. I hope she doesn't take off. Okay, let's do the same maneuver with our lead lines in our hand and a join up, a Monty Roberts join up, using our halter or preferably our neck strap to apply pressure in our voice and verbal cues and visual cues with our fingers and our tools, our arm extensions. Okay, let's try to stay in camera's view.
Start first?
Yeah, you go ahead and go your direction.
Ha.
Step up.
Ha.
Step up. Step up. I had to pull on the neck strap.
Ha.
Try to slow her down. Step up. Let me catch up. Okay, when I'm here, let's go.
Ha.
Hop. Hop. Good. Good. Go back to the camera. Step up. Step up. Step up.
Oh.
Well, it looks like, whoa, Eve knew that she should follow me. It doesn't look like yet that she understands that her job and Sadie's job are to stay together. And that includes turning and having the inside horse slow down a little bit, the outside horse pick up speed a little bit to keep head on head and parallel. So, we're just starting this exercise. We're going to do a lot of it. Winter's coming. It can be done in our square pen, which is covered and protected from the weather, but we prefer to do it here because this is where we want them to train to be pairs farming horses with cross-check drive lines eventually. And cross-check drive lines, I've done some shows on it, are pretty tricky. It's one set of reins for the ground driver, but it's right and left control of the pair of horses. So if something goes wrong and the horses don't stay parallel and heads together, well, we could have a wreck. And Doc Hamill has a whole two-part video on how to avoid wrecks. So it's going to take us however long it takes us to get Eve and her daughter Sadie to understand that their job, their work, is to stay together no matter what tack is on them, no matter whether or not, at this point, there's even a halter or a neck strap on. We're going to do the same drill again. Let's try it again. And I'm going to use my arm extension here. Eva's being real lazy. See if I can get her to stay up with Sadie. All right?
Okay.
Step up.
Ha.
Ha! Step up. Good. Go. Ha! Ha! didn't understand that she's supposed to whoa here where Sadie is. So you see, I use my arm extension to kind of hold on to, grab without getting too close, the neck strap. Now I'm going to use my arm extension to ask her to back a little bit. Back, 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 back. Whoa. Okay, now they're too far away. I don't even think you can see. So we're going to go over there. Step up, ha, ha. Step up. Go ahead. Step up. Let's stop here. Step up. See, so Eve thinks she's got the right answer. She's stopping with me. But no, I want her to be close to Sadie. So we're going to try another circle right around here. And if I have to grab on to the neck strap with my arm extension or my hand, I will. Okay, go ahead. A nice round circle right here in front of the camera. Step up. Step up. Uh-oh. Uh-uh. Step up. Okay, now circle to the ha, ha, ha. Good. Ha. Step up. Step up. Go in front of the camera. Eve stopped short. Whoa. I grabbed whatever I could easily to apply a little bit of pressure. And that wasn't a real good answer. So let's do another circle. Maybe a little smaller circle. But the objective is, the right answer is, try to keep their heads together and their bodies parallel, not too far away from each other. Because when they're pulling a single tree or some kind of farm implement, they're going to be pretty close to each other. But for now, just to understand, so that they understand that their heads are to stay in line with each other, their bodies are to stay parallel, and when we ask for a turn, the inside horse has to eventually realize they gotta slow down. The outside horse has to realize they gotta speed up a little bit because they're on the outside circle. To give us a better chance of getting the right answer, I'm going to loosely hold on to this neck strap. Okay, go ahead, Danielle.
Ha.
Step up, ha,
Ha.
ha. Good. Step up. Okay. Ha. Ha. Whoa. Good. I just very loosely held onto this neck strap. I got the right answer, and you felt that she was doing what you wanted her to do. So you can see we've got a lot of repetition, a lot of practice to do. But I think that this freestyle work is going to help us do farming. Some more freestyle harness practice. We're trying to get the horses to understand that their jobs are to keep their hips together, their heads together, and stay parallel and go the same speed. So it's a nice day. There's only two of us again, Danielle, who's going to handle Sadie, and Sonia, who's going to handle Eve. We've got our arm extensions. We've got our lead lines available in case we need them. It's always better to have a tool in case you need it, if you can carry it safely. So we're going to work over in that direction. We don't have a camera operator, and you probably can't hear what we're saying until we come back towards the camera. Start walking with Sadie, keeping her hip where you want it. And you see we have our neck straps on. And then yeah. That's good. You're in the camera's view. Okay, so keep doing that. Now, we realized last time that I was between the two horses, which was counterproductive. Today, I'm going to stay on one side, on the outside, and Danielle's going to stay on Sadie's outside. And Danielle, if you turn that way, you're going to get out of camera's view. So stay in that quadrant in that corner. And I'm going to go get Eve, and we're going to see just for a few minutes today if we can get some improved pairs, freestyle. And Danielle, I'm going to come towards you and get my arm extension. Sadie just did a beautiful hoe, and she was following Danielle as an individual horse. Good. That's first do it individually, then do it in pairs. All right, and whoever's on the inside is going to try to slow the horse down. Whoever's on the outside is going to try to speed the horse up. Because it's not just being parallel, it's going the right speed. Remember, eventually, as farming horses in pairs, they're going to be connected with their harnesses on, their cross-check reins on, etc. Big project. We are going one baby step at a time. Woo. Now to do this right, I've got to lead Eve from the right side. And you know, none of us are too used to doing that. Not the horses, not the leaders, not the humans. So I'm going to start doing that because I'm going to walk up and put Eve parallel to Sadie, and then Danielle's going to decide what direction to go. She's going to say G or ha, G right, ha left. We're going to say easy if we want them to go slow, and we're going to cluck a little bit, or step up if we want them to go faster. Just a few minutes in this corner here in our pasture to see if they understand a little better now that their job is to stay together. Step up. Step up. Step up. Okay, you go.
Step up. Step up.
And then go ha.
Ha. Ha.
Good. When I ha turn again.
Ha. Ha.
Wait. Okay. Step up. Step up. Okay.
Up.
Oop. She's not comfortable with me on this side, you see? Step up. Let's go to the camera and explain what's going on.
Step up.
Then we're going to stop at the camera.
Oh.
Whoa! Well, Eve kept trying to put me on the other side. She's so used to having me lead from her left. So I'm using my arm extension, visual blocks. It's going to take practice for her to understand that it's okay to lead on the right side. And we're going to do it more often, Danielle, as we bring them over here, for example. They have to understand that it doesn't matter what side we're on. They're still to listen. They're still to stay connected one way or another with us. Okay, let's try it again, and we'll explain to you when we get back if there are any such problems as leading on the other side. Now remember, I have my arm extension here, so if I feel that the hip has to be pushed over, I'm not going to look back, whoa, but she thinks I'm asking her to go forward. I'm just going to tap her, and if you see that her hip has to come over, you tell me. Hip G or hip ha, okay? And the same with me telling you, in case you don't notice it. Because what we want to do is walk ahead, look where we're going. We do have peripheral vision, not as good as horses and cows, but still, we don't want to turn around and stop and look. It's going to be kind of confusing at this point. We just want to get them to go freestyle, parallel, for harness work in the future, okay? Go ahead.
Okay. Step up. Ha.
Step up. Ha.
Step up.
Step up.
Ha.
Step up. Let's go all the way to the fence. And turn. Ha. Get there. And do a little closer. Step up. Step up. Don't forget your neck strap. Okay.
Up. Ha.
Ha. Ha. Step up. Step up. Okay, slow down. Always to stop. Easy to slow down. Step up now. Good. Stop again. Step up. Step up. Okay. Oh. Okay, here's what we learned this time around. They needed to be a little closer together, and it was hard to fine-tune them. Hip over, neck over, hip over, neck over. That's kind of what you do when you're doing groundwork to try to teach a horse to side pass. But in this setting, step up. Whoa. They don't quite understand. They feel the pressure, and they don't understand the cue. They might speed up. There was a time, by the way, where I had to ask Danielle to slow Sadie down. And it's important not to use the word ho unless you intend to stop their feet. We're going to use the word easy or steady for slow down. And we're going to have that intonation in our voice. They understand that. We're going to ask them with the cue word. We're going to use the proper tone. And then we're going to repeat, repeat, repeat using the proper tools. And I say if we can do it one more time, trying to keep them a little closer. Now, how close? If you go back to some of my prior shows from last year where I had a larger crew, and we did a lot of work with these two horses, with the cross-check drive lines on, you'll see that you don't have that much room. You can have extenders on your harness to give them more room. But when you think about actually pulling an implement behind you, you don't want them too far apart. So I keep thinking in terms of, we're training farming horses. We need to do the things that farming horses have to do, and we're trying to train them to do it together, Eve and her daughter Sadie. All right, let's see if we can keep them as close as possible at the same speed, and we're going to do another haw turn, go close to the fence behind us, and then do another haw turn and come back to the camera. Let's see how close we can keep them. This time, Eve didn't seem to try to get on the other side of me. I think she's getting the idea that, okay, it's the correct answer to stay on this side. All right, let's go.
Okay. Step up.
Step up. Step up.
Ha.
Ha. Evie, doing perfect. To the camera. I'm going to stop in the shade here.
Oh.
Oh, well, A+. I hope you can see all of that, because we didn't have anybody at the camera. We tried to stay in camera's view. They did parallel. They did the right speed. We reinforced each other. If Danielle said something, then I said it to Eve as well. We didn't even have to pull on the neck straps, did we? Just a little bit here with the halters, but eventually we'll do the same thing and no halters. I learned when I worked on freestyle with my individual horses, and I have several shows on this, that the tack meant something to them. If I didn't have, let's say, the neck strap on, Eve didn't understand that I was asking for freestyle follow and G and ha. She'd run away. But if I'd put the neck strap on, she said, oh, I know what we're doing today. And she was beautiful doing it. Well, I think we did really good in pairs today. Any comment from you?
That was very good. They definitely learned very quickly.
They are smart Morgan mares. And that's all for today. Sonia Sokolow, the Urban Cowgirl. Our next session with Eve and the forecart. Both Sam and Danielle just watched a Nate Bowers show that was featured on RFD TV Pirelli to highlight for them what it is we're trying to do with Eve to get her ready to pull that forecart. Walk out a little bit, Danielle. Out into the sun, out into the ground where we know it's not muddy. Okay, whoa. All right. Now, I'll be on that side, and you be on this side.
Okay. Are you sure? Because that's the side with Danielle, so something happens.
Well, I, on purpose, want to be able to talk to Eve. I'm talking to Eve. And I'm going to use my arm extensions. All righty. It's all right. It's all right. It's all right. Now wait, I'm going to give her a warning. We're touching. Good, Eve. Good. Touching so she knows something's going to touch her. It's all right, Eve. It's all right. It's all right. And you'll do that with your... Danielle's going to touch her with her arm extension back here. Good, Eve. Good girl. Not all the way. Just briefly touch her. Good. Pull it out and straighten it up.
Okay, well, there's...
Yeah, see?
I mean, I can't...
Pull it towards the camera. That's it, yeah. It's all right, Eve. It's all right. It's all right. Okay, now, up to the Cossack screws. It's all right. Now, if she needs to, she's going to go forward. It's all right, Eve. It's all right. That's enough. That's enough. Is it going to reach?
Yeah, I have to do a little bit more.
Yeah, I don't want to put them in yet. Oh, it's in. All right, then I'll put mine in.
That's barely good.
Yeah. It's all right, Eve. It's
Can I
in?
put it in a little bit more?
No, no. No, it's good. Pull it out, push it back. Good girl.
Do I push it all the way back?
Yeah. Put it down.
Okay.
Well, from a distance, I hope you saw that we had success. We put the forecart shafts just very slightly into the Cossack straps, and Firecrest Easter Eve just stood there. But you see how we used our arm extensions to warn her that there was going to be some feelings there around her hips, on the side of her body, and that helped. And I talked to her constantly. And gosh, one tiny baby step at a time. We did what we wanted to do today. A very short lesson, but we got the right answer. Our moment of resolution. And next time, we'll try to have a camera operator so we can be closer to the Cossack straps, and you can see us actually put these shafts into them. And then the next big, gigantic step would be to move forward with Eve with these shafts not tied into the Cossack straps, but sitting on them. See more at www.urbancowgirlchannel.com.